catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
Good evening. Welcome to Storytime. We're back. For those of you who've been following me and rocking with me all week, you know we've had a busy week, man. We've been going strong 3 days in a row. So let's go. Tonight, we got another good one for you, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming back with a special episode that we had rescheduled, and we are so happy that we are interviewing an individual that we actually know personally. Dr. Kaden Lebray and I crossed paths at Sally B. Howard High School in Wilson. And ever since then, I've watched this man grow vigorously, thrive, and achieve tremendous success. Dr. Lebray is a former professional basketball player from Newark, New Jersey, and he has become a prominent businessman and community leader in Wilson, North Carolina. After his basketball career, he was honored with the President's Lifetime Achievement Award for his exceptional volunteer service and was the proud owner of the Zoo, a thriving local business. So more recently, he also ran for city council in Wilson. So, man, we have so much that we want to share about him, and we're going to let him tell his own story too. So I'm glad you're here. So let's just get ready. I'm going to remove this picture so you can see me, and I'm going to go over some housekeeping rules. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hear his voice. And after we hear his voice, I'm going to bring him on. Okay. But before we get started, like I always say, I always like to let you know that this is story time. And I always remind you that we need you to do a few things for us. Okay. So it's story time where we're going to connect and we're going to go through the life experiences. And Dr. Lebray is definitely going to show you those things. All right. And so one of the things I want you to do is just remember, if you don't do nothing else, I need for you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, okay? Tell a few friends that we're here because this is going to be powerful. And so this young man he's deep. So I'm going to let you see for yourself. So before I bring him on, all right, I want you to hear something. He had a powerful message. He did this recently because he is a motivational speaker too. So I'm going to go to a clip that he has on his YouTube channel, just so you can get a feel for what to expect when I bring our guest on. So check this out as we go to this so you can see what this is all about.
Is it possible? Is it possible that God allowed you to face certain things so that God can use you to be a blessing to someone else? Is it possible? Is it possible that the pain you're experiencing right now, God chose you to get through it so somebody on the other side of the planet can have the Jews to get through it in your absence? Is it possible? There's certain feelings that we've all felt. And when I say we, I mean every champion has felt it. Every warrior has felt it. Every rich person has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every mother has felt it. Every father has felt it. Every manager has felt it. Every coach, every caregiver, every person who's made a commitment to be something greater than what they are. The urge to quit. You have to follow through. You got to continue to show up through tears, through pain, through struggle. It seems like it won't get better. Or it seems like when it's getting better, something else bad happens. It seems like no matter how hard you try, they won't help you. No matter how many people you try to help, it seems like there's no reciprocity. No matter how hard you try and you treat them good, they don't appreciate you. You tired, you burnt out, you work for 7 days straight, you miserable. The media keep harassing you, your coworkers betraying you. Everybody wants to criticize you instead of give you props for what you do. All of these things, they summon this feeling that I don't like, but I gotta be honest with you about the fact that it exists. And that's the urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dreams. I don't care if you don't got the resources. I don't care if you don't got the money. I don't care if you don't got the support. You might not have the money right now. You might not have the resources right now, but you do matter even when you're exhausted. You matter even when it's hard. Tie a knot and hang on, cause you important. Even when you wanna cry, but you don't know how to fix it, you still important. Even when it's hard, God is looking down on you saying, my child, don't you quit. We gonna get through this together. Don't let the energy of the enemies crush you. You are worthy, even when you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't you quit. Just because you don't have a background, just because you ain't have it, just because you don't got it right now don't mean you ain't gonna get it. Just because you don't got a degree, just because you don't got college education, just because you don't got the money, just because you don't got the support, that don't mean nothing. There's a group of people who want to reach their fullest potential. And there's a group of people who won't reach their fullest potential without you. And if you throw your hands up in the air and walk away, then they will never get the motivation that they need. You may procrastinate. You may feel like you have to start over. You may feel like you can't take no more. But what I'm telling you, you gotta dig deep and you can't quit. Because when you quit, you hurt somebody else. So despite your discouragement, despite your stress, despite how much you hide behind your Maybelline and a fake smile, there's a feeling that eat away at you every time you ride in your car on to work. It causes you to lay in your bed and not ever want to get out of it. Lord, why is this happening to me? That's what you say. Lord, why my family members passed away? That's what you say. Lord, why do people keep taking advantage of me? That's what you say. Lord, why do I keep getting fired? Why am I unemployed? That's what you say. Lord, why do I keep getting crucified for when I make bad decisions? That's what you say. Here's the reason. Every criticism, every divorce, every heartache, every test, every trial, every dilemma, every conflict you have, every bit of pain and chaos is necessary for your miracle. It's necessary for you to become the genius. There's a genius there's an expert that pain molds you into. It molds the mental toughness that's necessary for you to have a global impact. So overcoming this pain helps mold you to the realization that you have power. So God needs you to tap into that power. God needs to see that you won't get discouraged. That when God gives you this power, that you won't cop out. God needs to see that you're going to hold your head high to be the necessary person that can maintain $1 million once it's given to you. So hold your head high. Don't quit. Even when God gives you $1 million, more problems going to come after that. So God needs to see in advance that you can handle it, because God not going to give you more than what you could bear. I don't care if they don't believe in me. It's my responsibility to get them to believe in me. I don't care if it takes longer for me to accomplish it than it take the average person. I might not have no friends through this phase. There might be nights where I miss sleep. There might be nights where I don't get no phone calls. There might be nights where I ain't tended to. But I can promise you, no matter what goes on, come hell or high water, I won't quit. Slowly I will get up, because I think about the people who I'm put on this earth to bring forth to the future. I'm thinking about the people who I'm supposed to bring to the light. And for them, I will always get back up and continue to fight. Get some.
You're muted. You're muted.
all I could do is give you a round of applause. Like, seriously, that deserves a round of applause. I want you to see the man that gave you all that knowledge, gave you all that passion, gave you all that wisdom. At this time, I'm going to bring him up to the stage. Dr. Kaden Lebray. Come on. We here. We made it, bro.
How you doing? Yes, we did.
Oh
Yes, we
my
did.
goodness.
Yes, we did.
I don't know why my light is tripping right now. How are you? How
I'm
are
doing good.
you?
I am doing good. It's just in a boxing gym. Just finished up a bunch of sparring. Look, I'm still in my sparring gear right now. Just
Okay,
finished up. Just
okay,
finished
okay.
some sparring with the guys. Pardon me if that was kind of discretionary, but
Oh,
um,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
just
So,
finished up a session with the guys. So gotta stay
and
sharp for
listen,
these young
you done
guys.
came a long way from the basketball days. When we first met at Sally B, you was the man up there with the jump shot doing your thing.
I still got
And
it.
you still got it? You got that geezer?
Absolutely.
You teaching the brothers the moves?
Well, I don't really teach much basketball because the thing about basketball, most people don't know. I'm not as passionate about basketball. Basketball was just my way out of poverty. Mom
Uh-huh.
said you got to go to college, and I hit a growth spurt, and once basketball became something I could do to go to school for free. I wasn't really passionate about it. It was just my way out. I was actually way more passionate about boxing. My grandmother was the president of the International Boxing Federation. So I was introduced to boxing first. It's just boxing is not a college sport.
And guess what? You learned them skills up there in Newark, New Jersey, too.
For
Brick
sure.
City, I'm
For
sure, on
sure.
the
For
streets of
sure.
Newark, New Jersey. So take us back, Caden. Take us back. Can I call you Caden? I know you Dr. Caden Lebray now,
That's
but
cool.
we
That's cool.
sitting here chatting, we kicking it a little bit. So I want to be, respectful. So if
That's
it's
for sure.
okay with you, I'm gonna call you Caden right now. But
That's
listen,
no
Caden,
problem.
take us back to the childhood days where it all started. Tell us about the little guy, Caden. What kind of childhood did you have? What kind of ambition did you have? Take us back to that time.
Well, my mother raised 9 kids. Four was not hers. My cousins, and five was hers. So when you grow up like in a household like that, it's like one, you there's no way mom could spend intimate time with you because there's too many. And then two is like, there's certain things that you might not lack, but you feel like you lack it because there's so many bodies. You understand? It's like there's a bed, but there's three people laying in it, so you don't feel like you got your space. You understand? There's food, but you got to divide it up so many different ways because you don't want to smack moms in the face metaphorically. As far as
Mm,
appreciation by and I was the one that's like, yo, can I get extra? Can I get extra? So I've always had this ambition, and it got stronger because how I grew up. I didn't have to have I never had what matched my appetite. And now, I still got that same ambition and drive. I go after things that the lifestyle that blends with my appetite, with my inner ambition. And so
wow.
that's how I live my life. I grew up. I wouldn't say I had a bad childhood. It was 13. It was nine of us, so we never had to call nobody for hide and seek, red light, green light, basketball. We never had to call nobody. But
Yeah.
when it came to, and it was all we family oriented. But when it came to food, having to clean up after yourself, etiquette, different principles, we had to catch on real early because there was so many of us. You know,
So
so
here's
that's
what
kind of
I want to say. You made it out. Like some people don't make it out.
that's for sure.
What you in the projects in Newark?
Yes,
So
Challenging
some people
Avenue
don't make it out the project, and being in the projects, it's a different lifestyle, and
for
it,
sure.
it can make you or it can break you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you made it out. So any words of encouragement to those that may still be there? Because I'm sure when you go back, sometimes you see some of the same people doing the same things and on the same corners. Any words of encouragement to those who've never been to the South? They've never left Market Street and down there in those areas.
Just let it go, man. Let it go. The thing is, humanity as humans, we so good at holding on to things that's not good for us. Like that's actually one of human skills. We are good at emotional attachments. Like our emotions make us hold on to things that's not good for us. Let it go. Just let it go. Let go of your old story. Let go of your old friends. I am a pioneer of selfishness. Be extremely selfish. Be selfish now so you can be generous later. You know, you have to have something to give it. And the flawed premise is that we give so much of ourselves before we even got ourselves.
Right.
You know, so we
Right.
spend our life on an empty cup mode. And then when we're required to have the energy exuberation that's necessary for success, we burnt out. And
Yeah.
then we make bad decisions and so forth and so forth. So be
Yeah.
selfish now so you can be generous later. Be very selfish in the beginning. You'll
And
be
it's okay to be selfish.
oh,
It's okay to leave because some of your friends, you might have to leave some people there. You might
yeah,
have to leave
for
some.
sure. For
And
sure.
it's when you were speaking in the video about not quitting, you covered everything. You covered the caregivers and the jobs and life, personal life. You covered every area, and basically said, listen, it don't matter, regardless how low you go, you
Hmm.
still can't quit.
That's for
You got to
sure.
dig deep inside you, and figure out why you here, figure out what your purpose is, and still keep going.
That's for
But
sure.
Dr. Lebray, everybody can't do that. Everybody don't know how to dig deep. Some of them get caught up with the bad habits. They get caught up with trying to forget or trying to, drown their troubles. What about them?
I mean, I'll never judge anybody for their outlet. You know, that's the thing. As humans, we do all have different remedies that we resort to kind of cope with our different feelings. As me personally, I always remind myself of. So I kind of look at myself outside of my skin. You
Mm,
know, I have to be mindful. Like, yo, what if I know this guy that's tall, light skinned, and hear it. He had a pastor try to molest him. He got kicked out of school, falsely accused of rape, attacked by members of the KKK, girls accusing him of babies, and then you go to court. She tell the judge you didn't touch her. She just didn't know how to tell you that she liked you, which is you in court for rape accusations, and that's the outcome. Then the judge don't get a girl no punishment because you the popular athlete at the school that they got to send a message through. But when you have these experiences and you shameless of them, then there's a sense of empowerment that you get from them.
mm,
And so your motivation and drive is directly attached to your transparency with yourself. And to be honest, most people just fake. They're not honest with themselves.
mm,
You know, so you relinquish the power that you get from your own story if you're not honest with yourself about your own story.
mm.
The things that I just shared with you, I am shameless about. It these were my life experiences, and the very drive and motivation that's at this screen is because my ability to trump that. So now when something stands in front of me, see, I'm getting pumped up right now. When something stands in front of me, I just go to that place. You know, that's it. It's really that simple. It's I gotta be honest with me about
Yes.
the things I contributed to and the outcomes that I choose. And when you are that way, you there's a state of empowerment that you
Yes.
pull from every experience.
Wow.
And that's where I'm at, you know. And then once you keep doing it over and over and you're successful with it, then
Yes.
it inflates more and more. It
Wow.
inflates more and more. So it's like, yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. When you went to Africa, right? So I can imagine how that was. You went from playing basketball overseas and then you went to the motherland.
Mhm.
How was that experience when you made it all the way to Africa? What did that do for you? Did that give you a real sense of empowerment there too?
Oh man. So in Africa, I became a king
Mm,
in Kunze Klezi is the is what the OSA called me over there. It was very empowering. I went over there and completed my lion robing ceremony. I linked up. I made some music with some celebrities over there. Rest in peace, Jessica Bengani. Oh, it was phenomenal. The thing I like about Africa is they take pride in the processes that they put men through to earn their rite of passage. You know, like here in America, you know, a female can have a menstrual cycle, or you know, her breast can grow, the purpose of me saying that these are things that validate her coming into womanhood. For men, we just have puberty. And when we don't have a father to give us that reassurance about the things that declares our manhood, then jail, then gangs, and these become the premises that we look to for that validation. So in Africa, they prioritize men earning their rites of passage. And I went through so many processes, days in the wilderness. I had different processes out there to earn what became my respectful kingdomhood. And
Wow.
so now I lead a village out there.
And then you went from there to going on stages. I see you on stages as a motivational speaker. You're speaking on stages now and spreading the word and just going out there and encouraging people, empowering people, and just letting them know what they need to do to tap into and to let go, letting go and letting God. Now, some people say let go and let God, but everybody don't have that relationship with God. So my question for you is, how do you speak to those people who don't have that relationship? What is your advice to that person on how they need to let go?
Well, my belief is this: everything that you don't want teaches you what you do want. It's that simple. So if you experience something that you don't want, then that should teach you what you do want. If you experience some broke, then ask yourself, do I want to be broke? No. What's the opposite? Rich. Now you got to practice the mindset of the rich. But that's the thing people don't want to do. They don't want to do the work to become who they desire to be. With most people, they don't want to do that. They can verbally proclaim it, but the action orientation that fills the gap between what they say and what they do, pum, they out. And so that's the thing. But that's where that motivation and drive come from. It's easy to claim I want to be wealthy. It's easy to claim I want to be a king. It's easy to claim I want to start a business. Everybody say it. And I know a guy right now that owns 15 businesses. Each business, the bank account in them is zero. So what does that mean? Nothing. What does it mean to own 15 businesses if the bank account in each one is $0? It's an ego stroker.
Wow.
Most people don't want to do the work.
Yes.
They once they figure out what they want to be, after that comes a level of work. After that comes discipline. After that comes stick-to-itiveness. After that comes that selfishness.
Yes.
So
I've seen you grow. I've seen you go from being there, mentoring the students in the gym. I remember walking through the gym with you with Sally B. Howard, and then now you went to running for city council and you own your own boxing gym. How did you get from there to here? I mean, what changed? What was the transition about?
Well, when I came home from pro basketball, which was when I was there, I actually was going there to start a program, and I had a couple kids that I mentored out there. So, anytime I sit in a spot, I call it an asset move. The reason I came to Sally B is because I had a plan that I was going to execute, and I needed a place that was credible for me to sit still in while I execute my plan. And obviously, working around the youth is always a great place to be for, a pioneer of the community. So Sally B was a pit stop while I executed these plans that you see now. I had already had it in the works. I just didn't have something formidable to keep me engaged in while I was executing this plan. And so it was a formidable pit stop. It was a great pit stop, a place for me to be at and keep my head fresh, energy cultivated. Through obviously seeing those kids and the ambition from that, and it was a great pit stop.
And not only that, but getting to meet Sally B herself, getting to meet her namesake. I mean, she passed away like at 100, something like that. So to be around her and to really meet the visionary for the school, that was impressive. So that I'll never forget that. So I'm glad that we did get a chance to do that while she was still living. So that was amazing, And so now you are teaching others how to channel their energy.
Yes, that's
right. Because now when you start getting into martial arts, it's about channeling energy. Absolutely. It's about discipline. Absolutely. So talk to me about that. Talk to me about that process now and how you enjoying this, because I know that you have some matches coming up, you have some things going on, and you're training some people to do some amazing things. And
Absolutely.
you're also doing a match. You're doing like a verbal match. This match is not about a fight. This is about word. Talk to me about the verbal sparring.
So I started a league. This is about the verbal sparring. I started a league called Verbal Sparring. So when I was young, I was big on the battle rap. But battle rap is toxic. You know, it's negative. And to be honest, the rappers ain't talking about nothing. So I said, how do I find a way to reignite, you know, the rap community? And I created Verbal Sparring, whereby we take controversial topics and we'll take two lyricists, will take their side on a controversial topic. And they have to do rounds lyrically explaining why they support their stance. Like, so mine's is, so what we did before, my last one was Life. The topic was called Life, I Took the College Route versus Life, I Took the Street Route. And I went against these two gang members who represented the streets, and I represented the college side. And they had 3 rounds explaining why the streets is better than the college, and I had 3 rounds explaining why college is better than the streets. Needless to say, I crushed them.
I know you did. I'm about to tell you the freestyle. Did you freestyle or was it something written?
When them lyrics was hitting, oh my God, the building was crazy. I might send you the link so you can check it out yourself.
Oh no, wait, no. We're gonna find that. Is it on your YouTube channel?
It's on the YouTube.
Is it profanity? Is it profanity in it?
No, not at all. It's educational.
I have to find that. What's the name of that? I gotta go to your channel and find that. So it's on the YouTube channel. What's the name of the new YouTube channel again?
Verbal Sparring. Verbal Sparring. Verbal Sparring. Check it out. You'll see Dr. Kaden Lebray versus Kid Jersey and OJYB. The title is called Life, I Took the College Route versus Life, I Took the Street Route. I made them quit on camera.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It looked real good. But
what did they say after it was all said and done? I know they had to come to you and shake your head. They give you some dap. I mean, I know something happened. The brothers had to come to you and just say respect, man. They had to.
I mean, respectfully, they did. We shook hands, and I mean, it's professional. But the thing is, by making it topic driven, it goes from slanderous to educational. And that's the beauty of this. This is a smart man.
Wow.
Yeah, people came out. Yeah, those the 2 guys. There it is.
Oh, you had to gear on too. Okay. Oh, you gave me some raw.
Yeah. So
wow. Oh, you weren't playing.
No, yeah.
Wow. So that's unique. Has that been done before?
Now, we're gonna do another one, and I'm gonna show up the same. Matter of fact, I may show up in my gear from Africa for the next one.
Now wait, you don't do them all in December, because I was gonna come there and do the live event for you, but you're doing it right when my daughter's expecting. But do something after January so I can come, because I'll come and do some interviews and set up. We'll do our thing, and if it's big enough, I even bring the producer. We'll come and really do the thing.
Okay, all right, for sure.
Because this is happening at your gym, right?
Yes, ma'am. We'll be here.
Okay. Okay. That's amazing. So look, you holding it down too. Wow.
Yeah, that's verbal sparring.
Wow.
So we also got the fights coming up. Skip Crumpler is a big pioneer.
Is that the yellow flyer? Yellow flyer? Yeah, I saw that. So talk to me about that one.
So that's boxing. Like I said, my passion is boxing, bigger than basketball. We're gonna honor Skip Crumpler. He's been doing a lot for the boxing community in Wilson for the past, 20 years, if not longer. And we're just gonna honor him. With all due respect to how it may sound connotation-wise, life is short. Skip 73, and I just don't feel like, me personally, the community has done a good job of giving this man his flowers.
Okay.
So I want to make sure we honor this man on that night, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna host a sparring event and honor Skip Crumpler. And we do these things a couple times a year. I donate the money to Africa. Last year we donated about $7,000 to Africa from these events. And
wow.
So at an all-girls school.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know what? We need to talk, because we could set something up. I can help you set something up, so we could take these kids that may not have ever been out of the country and take them to Africa.
I know the Sally B used to do that. You talk to me. It's on.
Yeah, so we need to get them out there. I'm still doing it since I've seen you, man. I done been some places. Man. I done been around the world. Ay.
And
Man, I'm
you're
telling you.
looking good too, man. I've been watching you. I've been watching your fitness journey.
Woo! I'm trying. Listen, I'll be 66 on the next birthday. 66. So I have to work at it, man. And I've been tempted to want to go back because I have a background with a little martial arts. And so I'm really trying to get myself disciplined back into a certain point because sometimes I wish I didn't stop because I stopped just before my brown belt. And sometimes just like I could see myself going back to those things. So I try to hit the water and don't hit the basketball court too much. But sometimes I want to do that too. But we got to do what we have to do as we get older. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And we have to. And especially with dementia in my family. Oh, no, you didn't, John. No, he didn't find a bit. You know what? You know what? I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He called me off guard.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh. Woo!
That's right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He caught
I'm
me off guard
saying,
with that one right there.
salute to you. And this is why the main reason why martial arts is important to me is because 85% of millionaires in their life practice martial arts. 85.
Really?
Because it's contributory to their adult discipline. The
Are
thing
you serious?
Here's the key. Realistically, adults don't have nobody holding them accountable. And even the people that holds them accountable, they find a way to dodge it. You could be a wife, your husband could be holding you accountable, then you sweet talking when you're wrong. You could be a husband, your wife, you did something wrong, and you buy your wife something when you're wrong. So many people, so you have to have something that's integrating discipline because adults are not accountable. Adults find a way, and then when parents have children, they start to facilitate the accountability to their children. It's like more than themselves. Cause it's like, yo, my child, you so bad in school. Well, everything that they are is a byproduct of what you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so adults have to have a controllable discipline. And martial arts, that's why it's important to have it's actually connected to success.
My light went off on me. Let me ask you this. You
Go ahead.
talked about something. You talked about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to have an accountability partner? A lot of people don't know about that.
Like a mentor or coach. I think it's
Or,
extremely
or,
important.
or somebody to hold you accountable on a daily basis. Somebody to just hold you to it. Sometimes we have those friends that they will say things, they will agree with us, but then you have those people that will push you to another level. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we hang around people, we the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the group, you're in the wrong group.
That's for sure. I think an accountability partner is extremely important. I think accountability, mentorship, guidance is extremely important. And any successor, I'll say it like this. Even Michael Jordan had a coach. You understand? And Phil Jackson is legendary. So anybody who don't have a coach, if you're not that honest with yourself, which most are not, then an accountability partner, mentor, coach, or some form of guidance is essential. You can have talent, you can have skills, but if you don't have direction to bring them out, then you're a fool.
Yeah. What about I'm sorry, I mean cut you off, but what about reading? Who do you read? Because I know reading is important, whether it's Warren Buffett or E.T., Eric Thomas, George Fraser. Who do you like to read?
You
And
want
what
me to
books?
be you want me to be honest?
Yes.
I read my books.
Okay.
The books that I wrote, when I wrote them, to be honest, when I wrote the books, I wrote them for myself. And what I mean by that is I knew I would become somebody that can inspire others.
Yes.
And when I wrote it, I wrote the things that I was doing at that time. So whenever I gotta be successful again, I just read my own books. That's it. When you get to a certain level of success, you gotta stay interconnected to yourself.
I
Little.
love that. I love that. But let me ask you, before you got to that level, who was
Oh,
it?
okay. Okay, I got you.
Who was it that you picked
I
up the
got you.
book and they put something in you and ignited that fire?
Eric Thomas, Dan Pena, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Michael Jordan. That's the main one. Um, yeah, just I always watch billionaires. I watch billionaires. I watch their habits. Um, yeah, I watch billionaires. These are literally just watch billionaires. I watch billionaires. Um,
That's
yeah,
deep.
I,
That's
I
deep.
literally I listen to. I do more. Me personally, I'm more of a. I read, but I'm more auditory. I prefer to go to sleep listening to a podcast, and when I wake up, I'm ignited. You know,
Hmm.
so stuff like that um, has helped me over the years. I feel like honestly, I feel like I met these guys because their words are playing in my head due to how much I expose myself to them.
Exactly.
You know, so
And that's what I was
that's a
getting ready
part
to
of the
say.
discipline.
The good book says that we have to guard our ear gates, and we, we have what we say and we have to watch what we see and we listen to, because that's how we become who we are, you
Yes, ma'am.
know. And
Yes, ma'am.
so that's so important. And I know that you incorporate a lot of spirituality, and I know that your faith has grown tremendously since
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
seen you. What caused that? Where did that come from? A lot of studying or just attending church, or what was it that made that transition for you?
Well, to be honest, the faith part. I remember when I first went overseas. I was fresh out of college, and to be transparent, when I was telling my family that I was going overseas, nobody believed me. So on a day when I was leaving the country, I'm telling everybody. We actually had a family cookout, so it was crazy. Everybody, the family from Jersey was down here and everything. So I'm like, yo, this is gonna be a good way to sheep everybody off. But when I was telling them, suitcases and all, nobody believed me. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get on a plane and leave out the country. Nobody believed me. Nobody wouldn't even give me a ride to the airport. No sob story. This is contributory to my psychology.
Wow.
When I got to the airport and left the country, I shed some tears on the plane. But then when I got there and I was, playing ball and getting paid to play, that's when it hit me. Like when it comes to success, you gotta go for yourself. You can't. There's certain places you can't take people, and when you're willing to take those steps, that's synonymous with faith.
Yes.
It's like the reason most people don't take the steps or look back is because they thinking about the people. I'm like, nah, there's certain places that I gotta go. And when I'm willing to go, that's synonymous with having faith. If I'm praying to God on that journey, that's without that journey, some people you want to know why a lot of people won't find God? Because you have to find them on a journey.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
gotta
so,
find
and they're not on the church. Some of
they
them are at a
they still
stand.
in the house. You got to go to you got to find God on the journey. There's a path that God has carved on the earth where God is waiting for you to on that path. You understand? So if you don't take the path, then you might feel the snippets of God vis-a-vis spirit, but the capacity of light that can be exuberated through your existence is not the same if you're not on the path. Yeah, so
Wow.
that's when I learned the faith became the biggest part. Testing the waters, trying stuff that nobody would try. Like doing the verbal sparring in my doctor cap and gown. That's the part of my nature now because every time I do that, something in me gets bigger. The
Wow.
knowingness of my uniqueness from God.
Wow.
Yeah, and the
So
accept.
so what next? What do you see yourself doing like 5 years from now? You open the gym and you have all this. What next?
So my next plan is financial freedom. I do want to establish some things here and some things in Africa. Um, yeah, financial freedom is my next goal. Um, yeah, that's the main thing. A lot of stuff I've already accomplished. I do want to do some more traveling, travel the world, speaking some more. Um, Business wise, I'm in a good place. I do want to go swimming with the orcas. Little things. To be honest, I'm just trying to have fun now. Because
Okay.
yeah,
Just trying to live your life. Just
yeah,
trying to live your life.
I'm a serious nature guy, and you know, I got to make sure I'm enjoying the fruits.
Yes,
So,
yes, and that's important. And you see what D put up there. D said it, and I was thinking it too. D, thank you for joining us and being here too. D said, "Faith without works is dead," and we know that's the truth. Like
for sure.
that's just like I said. We have what we say. A lot of those principles in that good book are real.
Oh, for
And
sure.
if we apply them, and the biggest one for me is Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and all things will be added unto us. And
Mm,
so that's what we have to do. And
for
we
sure.
can't try to do it ourselves. We need to seek him first.
For sure.
Because when we try to do it ourselves, it just won't work. And that's the journey. And there's another one too that I'm sure you incorporate in all your teaching and your speaking, and that's trusting the process. Talk to me about the process.
Oh man, the process is extremely important. That's actually the part that most people try to skip. So I tell my guys, you know, like when I was in high school, I used to be able to jump from the free throw line, which is a true story. Just because I could jump from the free throw line don't mean I'm Michael Jordan. The point is, a lot of people see the outcomes of successes and think just because we duplicate the actions that we're going to get the same outcome. There was a process that led to that outcome.
Yes.
That if you forget that, you missing all of the merit. The
Wow.
most important knowledge and the outcome is the process. But
Mm.
we think it's like you cook your macaroni and cheese. Just because you tell me your recipe, don't
Mm-hmm.
means mine gonna taste like yours.
Right, right,
You
right, right.
understand? So you might there's a spirit connected to yours. There's a love connected to yours that can't be duplicated. So that's the problem with most people. They social media watching everybody and say, yeah, I can copy that, but that don't mean it's the same. You can iron your wife's clothes, but you don't iron with the same love for your wife that I iron mine's for. So your wife is not gonna feel the same way about you iron her clothes as mine's would. Because you doing it because you're trying to be like me. I'm doing it because my wife is my priority.
Yeah,
And she's gonna feel the energy when she put the clothes on.
yeah.
So the process is extremely important.
It's important.
Most
So
people focus
now,
on the outcome.
wow. And so you're sitting in your gym right now. You
Uh-huh.
hold classes there. You have a age group for the people that can come. And can people come if somebody sees you? Give us the contact information where they can come and how they can sign up and what kind of classes you're offering there.
Uh 919-437-9819, Zoo 26 Boxing Club, 3011 Wooten Boulevard, Wilson, North Carolina. We teach classes for my youngest student is 3 years old, strictly boxing, which sometimes can blend with self-defense. We've taught Krav Maga, but again, in Wilson County, nobody's better than us in this boxing and surrounding areas. We teach boxing. My youngest student is 3 years old. He's a straight beast. As long as your child can comprehend, which obviously the comprehension is more based on our ability to be effective as teachers, then they can come. You know, we obviously everybody that comes is not going to be in the ring, but
3.
we can start teaching them. Yeah, my youngest is 3 years old, and
Wow.
he's a straight machine.
Wow. Any women?
Oh yeah, plenty of women. We right now we got my members is about 60-40, men and women. I got clients that's lost. I got clients that's lost. One of my clients just lost 60 pounds since she's been in here. Another guy, he's lost about 25, 30, 40 pounds. Again, everybody in here is on a different journey. Some of my guys in here because they want to go pro. Some people in here because they want to learn discipline. Some people in here because they want me to be hard on them. But
Yeah.
all of us are on different walks of life. But
Yes.
the thing that's crazy about boxing because it brings people together.
Mm.
If you think about it, you can punch somebody and hug them. That's a different level of closeness, and that's what I've learned about boxing. Boxing actually brings people together, contrary to what it may look like.
Wow. Let me
Uh-huh.
ask you this. Women versus men. What is the industry like? Are the women respected? And is it harder for the women to take it more seriously and go further?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's harder. I just would say, to be transparent with you, in the fitness industry, and I know a bunch of them. Not I don't associate with them. I've seen them. a lot of guys in the fitness industry just ain't cut for the job. You know, they use this platform as an opportunity to hook up with women. You know,
Wow.
women, and the same thing for women, vice versa. You know, they come to the gym like, oh yeah, that's my trainer. He's an attractive light skinned guy. Now I want to train with him, but really they mind is in a whole nother place. You know, so a lot of people when they come to this industry, they have a different agenda than what they portray, and that be the biggest thing because they get this, they come in distracted, but paint the picture different. If you really about this, male or female, you can thrive with the right trainer and with the right situation. But the most of the people, and I'm not just talking about the clients, the instructors. You know, I've seen so many instructors, and I'm like, yo, that's how you are. Stay away from me, and don't ever hit me up again. You know, it's like, nah, bro, I don't get down like that. And I cut them off. But a lot of people use these platforms with a different agenda, and you've seen it. I mean, it happens everywhere. But this specifically, you know, you see a man with no shirt on, and he's in here to work out, but the woman is looking like, but vice versa for a woman. She's in here sweating, vulnerable. Now, I'm like, yeah, that's why I said I'm gonna establish my own thing, and I've learned from the people around me. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all messed up. Now y'all showing me y'all mistakes is why I'm gonna be successful in business. I've literally watched gyms who do it the wrong way, and I did it the right way, and that's why I've never had a slow month.
Wow.
That's the
So
God. That's why I'm successful in business. I've watched the surrounding boxing gyms transparently mistakes. I'm like, y'all is messing up. Y'all the reason I'm about to be in business because of y'all.
wow. So
That
are
stuff
you
transparent.
hiring right now, or are you in need for anyone? Are you looking for any help, or is this a great time for you to let us know if you are, you know, hiring, or if you're looking for any interns or anything that you have a need for? Feel free to do a promo. I'll put the camera on you. I'll spotlight you and give you the opportunity to just do a little infomercial and say, listen, say your name, say your contact information. Once again, give them your address, your contact information, and what it is that you do, as well as the events that you have coming up, so that people, when they come back here and I clip this out for you, you'll have that and you can show the people what it is. So Dr. Kaden Lebray, y'all, and check him out in Wilson, North Carolina. He is passionate about what he does,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna let him tell you a little more.
Yo, this is Dr. Kaden Lebray, Zoo 26 Boxing Club, Wilson, North Carolina, 3011 Wooten Boulevard. Come get these boxing lessons. You're not gonna find a better place to practice discipline, tough love, perseverance, all of that in one. This is the place. Discipline is extremely important. We give you the work. Also, verbal sparring. If you got a skill with battle rap, and okay with not using as much profanity, we got a league called Verbal Sparring that takes battle rap, but mix it with education. Come check us out, Verbal Sparring. Check it out on YouTube. Our channel is called Verbal Sparring. Check it out. Outside of that, we got the boxing events coming up. December 12th, we got the we got December 6th here at Zoo 26 Boxing Club. We got the boxing event where we're going to honor none other than my man Skip Crumpler, who's been doing big things for Wilson County for over 20 years, and he finally gets to get honored for all his community service. And I know it ain't going to be enough, but it's going to be a start. So if you're in town on December 6th at 6 o'clock in Zoo 26, be there or be square for that. Also, again, our next verbal sparring match is December 12th. If anybody looking for speakers or poets for Black History Month, you know, I'm here. Book me. I'm a speaker. I don't play no games, and I'm here to get some. Thank y'all for y'all time, and I'm Dr. Kaden Lebray. Be there or be square. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So wait a minute. Let me find out. You got to give us a piece. I forgot you do poetry too. You got to drop a little something. You got to give us a little sample of some spoken
What?
word poetry or verbal sparring, whichever one you want to give us.
So
Give
you
them
got
something to think about.
what you got to tell me, because what you got to tell me. You know,
Well,
I'm not
listen, okay, how about this? I am the hope catalyst, and I
okay.
always say keep hope alive. I mean, my show and let people know that my mission is to stir up the gift, instill hope, and save lives. Give me something that speaks to that.
Okay. Shoot. Um. Mm, okay.
Y'all, I be putting people on the spot. Y'all
Nah,
know
you
when you
alright.
come
You
when you
alright.
come
You
to
alright. You alright. You know, I'm
yeah,
you know,
I know he got so much
I'm
content
yeah,
that he got to
that's
think
hey
about what
yo,
he
you
wants
know
to
what's
do.
that's what it really is. Like right now, I'm memorizing my verses for verbal sparring, so it ain't even a lot. Matter of fact, check this out. I said on I said on so in my last joint, I was talking about how, and I know it might be off topic, but I think
No,
it's
no, go ahead, go for it.
I said I said yeah, I got it. What is it? I said
That's okay. Take a moment to think about it. While he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you you're watching Story Time with Shout Crystal. We're here normally on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 9 p.m. Tonight is a special night. Dr. Lebray couldn't be with us on his scheduled show, so we did it again today. But we want to remind you to please, please, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. Like, share, comment, and come on. If you have a story, check us out. Let us know. Your story matters. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Everybody has one. Okay. And no matter what it is, I want you to know your story matters. And we are ending Domestic Violence Month. October was Domestic Violence Month. I had 3 different episodes for domestic violence. I'm encouraging you to go back through my lives and scroll through and find each and every one. And I have one more treat for you when it comes to that. I couldn't squeeze her in this month, but she will be here next month. And that's going to be a powerful story. The young lady was in a domestic violence relationship and her ex killed her parents. And I'm telling you, I have all these people come and sharing some information. So I want you to know that you might find anything you need on my channel, from insurance to budgeting to poetry to inspiration. So please come back and make sure you tell somebody that you saw it on Storytime. But now we're going to hear from Dr. Kaden Lebray.
so this is something I said to the dudes in verbal sparring. And it was very, very like, it was very, very crazy. Okay. I said I was talking to him. I said, you the black man that sell crack to the black man. Take from the black man. And I'm talking to the gang members. You the black man that sell crack to the black man. Take from the black man. Don't give back to the black man. Steal from the black man. Sell drugs to that kill the black man. And the crazy part is, you still hang out and chill with the black man. See, y'all think the white man against you. Watch how I spin this another way. What if I tell y'all the streets has killed more black people than Willie Lynch and the KKK? Now, before I break down this theory, listen to me clearly. Rest in peace to Harriet Tubman and Rosa Parks and M.L. King. Now, although they gone and buried, they fought through racism and segregation, a time where blacks wasn't treated fairly, where white racists and slave masters was in control. At this time, being black was very scary. We look up to them. So psychologically, we still trained to see whites as the adversary. But here is something that we need to consider. What if I told y'all that racism is still alive? It's just that the white man is not the killer. Think about it. Why is there no corner stores in the suburbs? Why does the corner stores market drugs, alcohol, and tobacco products? Ask the mayor of your city, what is that about? The reason is because what's the point of white killing blacks? If they could sell blacks the tools they're going to use to take each other out. Now, what I'm about to say to some of y'all might sound offensive, but this is what happens when you listen with emotions instead of percentage. Because according to the U.S. homicide rate list, black people kill more blacks in most cases, which means the evidence is right in our faces. While we spend so much time trying to focus on the white man, statistic-wise in killings, it seemed like black people to each other is really racist.
Wow, 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 wow. Listen, oh my God,
And I'm
listen.
not trying to down my folks. You understand? At all. It's just you want to talk to the doctor, we got to go there.
It is what it is.
Cut up with
Oh yeah, definitely. So, man, that's it. You know what? You can't sugarcoat it,
Nah,
because
you got
it's
to be
we're living in
honest.
some rough times, man. I mean, I thought when we came up, it was some stuff, but it's getting kind of hectic out here, man. I mean, people is disappearing. I mean, come on now. I mean,
Mm,
like it's a lot happening in the world. Whether you are in the States, you can go. Somebody can go to work and get missing in the building. Somebody goes to pick up a load in their truck, and the next thing you know, that they can't ping their phone. They don't know where they are. All these
mm-hmm,
missing, lost, and trafficked. I mean, oh my goodness!
mm-hmm.
And then people going over out the country and can't get back. So we gotta be on top of our game. So we
Yeah.
need to really educate ourselves and take these things seriously. When you hear things like what he's saying, do your research. Do your research. It's more to entertainment. It's more, yeah. Listen to podcasts, scroll through the internet, but make sure you watch what you're looking at, man.
Right.
Make it
That's right.
make sense and make
That's
it
right.
count. Do you
That's right.
agree? Because a lot of time people out here getting the wrong kind of entertainment. Yes, we have a lot at our fingertips with these devices, but what are you using it for?
That's right. That's accurate.
What are
That's
you using
accurate.
it for? Because if we got too much access, and so we got to be real careful and make sure that we are using it productively, unless you're
Mm-hmm.
getting paid on it. If you're getting paid on it, then maybe you should be on it a little bit more. But if you're not getting paid on it, put that thing down and read a book sometime and stop using those ebonics, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Caden, is there anything that I haven't asked you that you want to tell the people in regards to your life story, your mission, anything in any area, pass it to anybody that you want to thank, maybe some of your students that come through the school, maybe some people who help you, maybe are you looking for sponsors? This is a time now for you to kind of put it out there. And I give you the opportunity to say thank you and to advertise anything that you might be in need of at this time.
Nah, to be honest, that's all I was gonna do. Make sure that people pay homage to you. You know, pay homage to Crystal for your creating this platform and creating the basis to bridge the gap between different communities and different cultures and different creeds, and utilizing this as a tool to do that. Thank you for your time. I thank you for having me. Again, all kudos go to you. You're one of the leaders. I knew you was a leader when I met you. And to be honest, I don't do stuff for people. To be honest, like I don't do stuff like this often for people. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
There's a season to
Wow.
give, and there's a season to reap, and I'm in my reaping season. But I remember I remember when I came to your office and I was conversing with you, and you was just blunt like I like it. So I always knew that again, if you called me, I would make sure again you're a blunt person, man, and so your leadership style for me fits well. So I just want to make sure I thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I pray and I speak blessings, and I hope your podcast continues to grow numerously, and I hope that you're successful in everything that you do. Again, it's all about you, man. I just want to let you know that I'm very proud of you. You've been an inspiration for me because even in my seat, like I said, I'm watching your fitness journey, and I just wish blessings over everything that you do, and I hope that anybody looking is not a hater and can be the same way. So that's
Wow.
it. That's it, man. Other than that, I'm good out here. So I just want to channel energetic hugs and blessings
Oh
towards
my
your
goodness.
vision and everything that you're trying to accomplish.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I,
You're
I,
welcome.
I really do. You never know who you're gonna touch, when you cross paths. You just never know. And
Uh-huh.
like I said, when I saw you out there, I said, "Oh my God, look at him! Look where he's going!" I was like, "Wow!" He said it. I was like, "You did it, man!"
Hmm.
You know. And got to come through Wilson. I haven't been through there. I wonder if that billboard is still up that I put up there. Is the billboard still up there, Wilson, for Sally B. Howard? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I need to come through there and see if it's still there. I'm thinking about getting a billboard here for my podcast in this city because yeah, I need to check that out and find out. Matter of fact, I might pop in there and just go see the folk because they do some amazing things there. Shout out to Sally B.
Sally
Howard
B for sure.
School.
Salute
Shout
the
out to the
second.
school, man. They're growing and
For
doing
sure.
amazing things. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Storytime. Once again, follow his channel, Verbal Sparring.
Yep,
Go
verbal
check him
sparring.
out in Wilson. And you've been listening to Dr. Kaden Lebray.
Yep,
And he's doing some amazing things. Follow him on Facebook under
Yep.
Dr. Kaden Lebray,
Mhm.
Instagram, and all social media platforms, right?
yep, that'll work.
Everywhere. Follow him. Go check out the gigs. Contact me for anything after December. Once this baby is born, I would absolutely love to come and just interview some of the students and the people who have come to your school and really just bless you too, you know.
We're gonna do it
Until
for
then,
sure.
ladies and gentlemen, we out. It's time. 3 in a row, 3 days in a row. I'm gonna go kick it and relax and see you on the next story time. Peace out and keep hope alive.
Peace.
A catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey!